Hey guys, it's Shalise, and I thought it would be fun to do a get ready with me tutorial while I put on my makeup for Sister Act, the musical. I play Deloris Van Cartier. So what I'm starting out with is Dr. Brandt's Pore Refine or No More Pores Refining Primer. This stuff is great because it blurs your skin just enough where you don't really need foundation, and we're not allowed to wear it in the show because of the wimples that we put on, which is the white part of the headpiece in the nun's habits. Our director is very against us getting makeup on those. So he said we cannot wear foundation. So I had to find something that was going to make me look, finished without actually using foundation. So after that, I go in with the Anastasia of Beverly Hills cream contour kit, and the kit I use is in medium. I'm going to use the lightest color in the center at the top, and I'm going to highlight under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and my chin and my lip. And then once I'm done with that, I will blend it out with my Real Techniques blender sponge. I use it instead of the beauty blender because it's a fraction of the price and works just as well. And I'm talking quite a bit in here. I have my castmates coming in and out of the dressing room as I'm getting ready, and yeah, we're talking, so. And as you can see, I'm trying not to go too far out on the sides of my face or too far up on my forehead because, again, the wimple um, basically frames your face. So I don't want to get anything on it, and so I stay away from those areas. I'm then going to take my e.l.f. High Definition Powder and set all of those areas where I highlighted with the puff that comes with it, and then I'll take my brush and buff all that out and add more powder if needed to any of the other areas. Now this I can take all over my face because it's translucent, so it's not going to transfer any type of color onto anything that it touches. All right, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm going to put that on my eyes. And as you all know, a little bit goes a long way. So just a bit, I will rub that in with my fingers. And then I'm going in with my NYX Trio palette. It was, as you can see there, it was a Ipsy NYX collab for one of the bags. And so I'm going to go in with that center color and put that in my crease and blend up. The eye makeup is really simple. It's, I guess, flashy enough where it's believable that Deloris Van Cartier, who is a singer, would wear it, but it's also tame enough where I don't have to remove it to become a nun because there's no time to remove any of my makeup in the show. So Then I'm going to take my Naked Cosmetics palette. This came in my BoxyCharm for March. I'm taking that copper color, which is just gorgeous. All of those colors are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to apply that to the lid of my eye. And since these are pressed pigments, a little goes a long way. I barely have to touch, uh, the palette to or the makeup to transfer it onto my eye. It's amazing. I love that stuff. So after I'm done putting that on the lid of my eye, it's just one more thing I have to do, which is add the highlight to the brow bone. And to do that, I'm using Ofra's Bliss highlighter. And this is also the same highlighter that I'm going to use later uh, to highlight my cheeks and the bridge of my nose and all the good stuff you normally highlight. Now I'm not doing any brows. Again, I don't want any transfer of color onto anything. And anything I ever use for my brows would absolutely transfer. I haven't found a product personally that doesn't transfer if I were to wipe it with, a white cloth or something like that. So if you guys know of anything, please leave it in the suggestions or leave it in the comments. Let me know what you all use, because I would love to have something to define my brows that I don't have to worry about it. I'm also going to take the highlighter and put it in the inner corners of my eyes. All right, now I'm taking MAC's Black Tide. It's um, it's black and has like silver sparkles in it. Not necessarily glitter, but well, I guess it is glitter. Anyway, it's an awesome color. I'm also using my double-sided crease brush. This brush I got in my Ipsy bag. It's amazing. Most of my brushes I got in my Ipsy bag now I think about it. But it has the pencil brush on one side and the blender on the other, and it's amazing. And I think I've used it so much that I've rubbed off the brand, or it never had it on there. I'm not quite sure, but I did look for it to tell you guys what brand it is, and it's not on there. And again, I'm not using too much because I don't want it to be too dramatic, especially in the nun's costume, but it's enough to pick up on stage. And there's a little bit of a better look. The lights are amazing to apply makeup, but it sucks for camera or for recording. So I apologize for the quality, but that's what I had to work with. So now I'm taking Fierce Flicks. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. I was going to say I couldn't remember who it's by, but it's right there. This, first of all, the cap is all messed up. I don't know why, but this is the only eyeliner that I have been able to use that does not smear or rub off and doesn't ends up on, like, underneath my eye. Every single eyeliner I've ever tried always does that. This stuff is so amazing that I have to take my makeup remover and just, like, put it on the cotton pad and let it sit on my eyes for a minute and then try to wipe it off. So it's great eyeliner. It's hell to remove, but it works wonders. And I got that in my Ipsy bag too. So now, just to add a little definition to my eyebrows and clean them up a little bit, I'm using some Aquanet or whatever hairspray is in the dressing room at that time, and my spoolie, and just kind of brushing them, make them look a little tidier. And what's funny is that lady that's back there, I did the same video yesterday, and she was back there changing, and I had to get rid of that video because she was half naked. So just a little Easter egg for you. Anyway, now I'm taking my IT Cosmetics contour kit. I'm going to contour the bridge of my nose and my lip, and that's it, because, again, don't want to transfer any makeup. This brush is an angled eyeshadow brush, and I got it in my Ipsy bag as well, and it's perfect for contouring the small areas like your nose and your lip. All right, so I'm going in with this old Wet n Wild blush. I don't wear blush, so I only have it in my theater makeup bags. I think it's called Berry Smoothie, and I'm only going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks and kind of blend out. And that's just to give my face a little bit of color, but again, not put it out so far where it will rub off on my costume. Okay, now I'm going back in with the Ofra Bliss highlighter and a fan brush. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name. I think it was Royal. I couldn't read it. I'm recording this on my phone, so I couldn't see what that is. But anyway, it's the same brand as that angled eyeshadow brush, and I also got it in this one in my Ipsy bag, and it's pretty darn incredible too for the highlight. I've had fan brushes before, but they sucked. This one's really good. Now, it's not as good as the one I got in my BoxyCharm this month, but it definitely does the job. All right, so now I'm going in with their Real Mascara. I believe it's by Benefit. Again, I can't really see on my phone, it's too small, but so I'm adding this, or I'm putting on the mascara. I normally wear false eyelashes for theater, but this show I'm doing so much and changing so much and dancing and singing and on stage and the lights, and I sweat a lot. And so for the preview, I had lashes on, and I got eyelash glue in my eyes, in both eyes, and I couldn't see for the first like 3 scenes of the show. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And so the next day, I was just trying to, I didn't do lashes, I didn't add setting spray. There was a couple of things I just took out because I'd never had that happen before. And lo and behold, it was the lashes. So I don't wear lashes for the show anymore. But that mascara is actually really, really good, and it gets the job done as well. So now I'm using my lip liner I got in my BoxyCharm box this month. The shade is I'm Unique. And before I put on my actual lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. Let that dry, fan it on out. And then I'm going to go in with the tardiest lip paint that I got in my Ipsy bag. I don't know what color it is because I couldn't find it that day, and my theater bag is at the theater. So Anyway, it's a great color. This stuff, I am so impressed with this lip paint. It dries in seconds. I mean, completely dries. There's no stickiness. It lasts the entire show. We go out after the show quite often and to a pizza place, and it lasts through me eating pizza and drinking beer, and it's amazing. So I will be buying a lot more of these. So thank you, Ipsy, for giving me some amazing products to discover and try and purchase. And here's a better look of the finished face. And that's me just making sure that my lips are dry. And as you see, there's no stickiness at all. All right, and this is it. So I thought. I then remembered that I didn't cover my Maryland piercing. So what I do is I take a lip liner, or I'm sorry, an eyeliner in black, and just paint it black so it looks like a mole on stage as opposed to a piercing. So that's what I'm doing here. And there is the finished product with my wig and in costume. So I hope you enjoy.